So what if our entire supply chain could actually think for itself? Today we're going to dive into a pretty radical new concept for logistics, all based on these incredibly detailed hand-drawn diagrams. It's a vision for a whole new kind of economic engine. And honestly, it all kicks off with one simple but brilliant idea.
All right, take a look at this. What you're seeing here is the big picture, the grand blueprint. This diagram lays out the super complex system that connects nations, finance, and AI. And, the term social media here isn't about posting photos, it's about how the system can sense and react to what people want, just like a social network tracks trends. But right at the very heart of this huge idea is a powerful and really surprisingly mobile engine.
So, that's the big question, right? How do you power an idea this massive? What's the actual piece of tech that could make a self-aware supply chain even possible? Well, to find the answer, we have to forget the big picture for a second and zoom all the way in, down to the smallest moving part. Okay, we're starting at the micro level. This is the fundamental building block of the whole system, the mobile unit. I want you to think of it like a single cell. On its own, it's one thing, but when you multiply it, you create this entire living organism. This is where the real world of boxes and packages meets the digital world of pure data. And here it is. This is the Mobile Social Media Distribution Center, or MSCPU for short. Just look at the sketch in this diagram. Its whole defining feature is its incredible mobility. This is not your typical fixed warehouse. Nope. It's a dynamic, completely self-contained unit that can be thrown on a truck, loaded onto a ship, or even flown wherever it needs to go. So let's just break it down simply. An MSCPU is pretty much a compact, automated sorting facility that's always on the move. It's designed to be this flexible, always shifting piece of a giant logistics puzzle, able to physically move itself and everything inside it to wherever the demand is highest.
And how it works is really boiled down to three core functions we can see right here. First, pretty simple. Goods go in and goods go out. Second, an AI-powered conveyor system inside does all the sorting work. And third, the entire unit can be deployed on the move. So it's not just a warehouse. It's a warehouse that literally comes to you.
Okay, so we get the individual unit. Now let's zoom back out a bit to the meso view, the AI coordination network. Because, the real power here isn't in having just one of these mobile warehouses. The magic happens when you connect thousands of them together and give them a single unified brain.
And this right here, this is the key. It's the big conceptual leap. A single MSCPU is just a really clever piece of mobile hardware, right? But when you network thousands of them, like this slide says, they become something totally different. They start to act like a single, intelligent organism, kind of like a swarm that can respond to shifts in supply and demand in real time. Now, what's so fascinating is how the original diagrams show this multi-layered network. So on the left, you've got the local level, these smaller groups of MSCPUs working together. But then on the right, you see the bigger picture. All of these little local groups are plugged into a massive distribution network, which is all managed by one central AI. This central brain is called the Social Media AI Core Coordination, and you can just think of it as the conductor of a giant orchestra. It has this God's eye view of the entire network, managing the flow of goods between every single mobile unit, and making sure that every part of this huge logistics organism is working in perfect sync. And check this out. This quote, pulled straight from the source drawing, just perfectly captures the level of automation we're talking about. A lights-off processing unit with bot operators. Lights off is what people in the industry call a fully automated facility, one that needs zero human presence, and so you don't even need to turn on the lights. It's all handled by bots. All right, so we've got the mobile units, we've got the AI network that controls them. Now let's zoom all the way out to the macro view and ask the most important question of all. Why? What's the point? What is the ultimate economic impact of building a system this insanely sophisticated? See, the end game here isn't just about moving packages around faster. The real goal is information. As all these goods are flowing through this massive network, the system is constantly learning. As the diagram notes right here, it's performing real-time market analysis, basically getting a live feed of data on what the entire economy is buying, selling, and shipping at any given moment. And here's the crucial part. This data isn't just sitting on a server somewhere collecting dust. No, it's instantly actionable. The network uses this live market analysis to constantly adjust the supply chain on the fly, rerouting trucks, redirecting shipments to exactly where demand is spiking, or maybe even heading off a shortage before it happens.
And all of this leads us to the grand ambition of the entire concept, which is circled right here in the source diagram. By creating this perfectly responsive, data-driven supply chain, the system aims to achieve market health and, ultimately, total economic health. The goal is a stable, hyper-efficient economy, maybe even one that's free from the usual shocks of supply and demand.
It's a pretty powerful vision, right? A logistics network so intelligent that it can actually sense and react to our collective economic needs. Which, of course, leaves us with one final, fascinating question to chew on. Is this the blueprint for a hyper-efficient future, or is it the first sketch of an economy on complete autopilot?